This week, we're at Oak Park, which is located at 901 Quimisa Road here in Simi Valley off of Easy Street. This park is all about RVing, camping, and picnics. So it's a beautiful park. I'm going to show you around here. There's a sign in the entrance. Oak Park has an abundance of live oak trees here. As you can see, this massive specimen behind me. There's really a lot of live oaks here. Provides quite the habitat for the wildlife that lives out here. So Oak Park is one of the larger parks in Simi Valley. It is maintained by the County of Ventura, but it is located in Simi Valley. It is over 100 acres here. That's a wildlife preserve that's set aside for RVing. So I'm at the lower campgrounds. There's quite a few RV parking spaces, rooms for tents. There's also a horseshoe court, regulation size with sand and backdrops. There's not only oak trees here, there's a giant pepper tree behind me. Pepper trees are very popular here because they are extremely drought tolerant and can survive the desert conditions that are here. You can see behind me, there's a lot of picnic spaces and places to camp and pull your RV tent here and enjoy the quiet outdoors that is here in Southern California. So in this direction, we're looking toward the host house. There's also this really large covered pavilion for picnics. You can rent these for events. There's a huge outdoor fireplace there with bleachers. There is a full-size basketball court here. There's swings over there for the kids and more picnic tables. Here's another picnic area underneath the shade of this huge pepper tree right here. There's lots of picnic tables here. There's a really large grill for cooking for a large group. There's picnic tables all about. And my favorite, this slide here. Man, I can imagine some burnt legs on that thing in the summertime sliding down it, the metal. And you can see there's swings and there's other things here for the kids. So there's always something here for the kids to do to keep themselves entertained. And again, here are restrooms. They even have showers in them here. So I'm sitting in the bleachers waiting for the preacher to arrive. What a great place to be in the morning. Watch the sun come up over the hills over there. Just a gorgeous spot here in Southern California that you can come and enjoy for more than just a few minutes. You can spend the night here, camp, and just enjoy the nature that's out here. Just know you are out in nature and the bees are looking for any source of water they can get. This facility is reservable. The sign says $140 fee and a security deposit of $140 as well. But as you can see, it's enclosed, so you can use it in the wintertime. And at the far end down there are barbecues that you can use. Another feature here at Oak Park is the Simi Valley Flyers. There's a private model airport here flying their model planes. So to get to the airfield, you just follow this road on up the hill and you're going to end up there on top of that hill. There are fees to use Oak Park. It's a $2 per day parking fee and the RVs are $38 a day. You make your payment and put it in that little box right there. There's also one when you come into the facility. So about a third of the walk up, you're going to run into a gate. So you cannot drive your car up here when they're not up there flying planes. So just know, park at the bottom and walk your way up. It's not that long of a hike. So I reached the summit of the hill and the views are pretty spectacular from here. So I'm going to show you some of the views. Now, I live just the other side of that little hill there, which is actually an old dump. This is looking toward the east. And of course, there's the 118 freeway. So about halfway up the hill, you can see the flag up there, the windsock. So I climbed up the trail toward the Flyers Club. And on the top of the mountain up here, there is an airstrip where they come up and fly their model planes on the weekends. And you can come up here and watch them. There are picnic tables up here for you to use. There's also restrooms up here. Another great thing about up here are the views. Another view of the runway. You can see it's fairly long. I would say it's probably 100 yards at least, and you get some pretty spectacular views. And if you're going down the freeway, the 118 between Simi Valley and Moore Park, and you see the flags up on the top of the hill, that's designating the flyaway up here, where people come up and they fly their model planes. So there are lots of tables and facilities up here for people with model planes that know how to use them. There are rules up here. You cannot fly your plane over the freeway and you have to stay a minimum of 100 feet from the south fence. So it's a pretty good breeze up here right now. I'd say we're having a west wind at about 10 knots, 10 to 15 knots right now. So far, we spent all our time at the lower campground. Now we're going to head up to the upper campground. When you come in, you bear to the right and know that this is a one-way street going up and it comes back down on the other side. There are water stations and a dump station here. There's actually several throughout the facility. You can access Alamos Canyon Open Space and Recreational Trail from inside Oak Park. It's about a 6-mile round trip, and we're going to come back and do this at a later time. We're not going to include it today. So we'll be back. Alamo Canyon. The upper campgrounds has fewer spots, so it's less crowded up here. There's also a few other amenities up here as well. On the upper campground, there's also a rentable covered pavilion. The sign says $140 a day with a $140 security deposit. BBQ area here. So you can have a pretty good sized group out here and cook for them as well. So there's a very nice shade spot right here next to that pavilion. You can see up there, there's the 118 freeway. We're gonna pan back a little bit and there is a kids play area up here as well. So I've had a great time here today at Oak Park, located off of Easy Street in West Simi Valley. So take some time to come out here. You can even bring your RV out here and camp. You can come out and rent a pavilion, or you can just come out for the day and barbecue and cook. On the weekends, you can go up and see the planes flying when they are up there flying as a guest. So I hope you've had a good time. I hope you will get out and see the great outdoors that is here in Southern California. So until the next time, thanks for joining me.